Okay, starting again. There we go. Didn't get a sound glitch this time.
I know you, Raziel.
No world record for me.
You are worthy.
What madness is this? What pitiful form
hi,
is this
Hotargo.
that
How you
I've come
doing?
to inhabit? Death would be a release next to this travesty.
You know, surprisingly,
You did not survive
I get the most
the
viewers when
abyss,
playing this
Raziel.
game, even though it's the most
I have
dead
already
game that I
spared
play.
you from total dissolution.
The following of Soul Reaver is
I would
loyal.
choose oblivion.
It's
over
not
this
big,
existence.
The
but it's
choice
loyal.
is not yours.
True. Ooh,
I am
I've just got a notice on my phone from The
You
Guardian.
are reborn.
Boris Johnson told the
birth
UK
of
to
one
look
of
out for
Kain's
something, but
abominations
my
drops
notifications
the
don't work
essence of
properly, so I
life.
can't see it.
It is this soul that animates the corpse you lived in. And that, Raziel, is the demise of
Well, I'm
Nazgûl.
certain it was something
There is no
incredibly
balance.
useful.
The souls
I have to
of the
turn the
dead
fucking volume down
remain
again. I'm not
trapped
going to waste a
and
little tiny
cannot
bit of time
spin
doing that
the
then.
wheel of fate. They cannot complete
I have to
their
watch this game no matter what.
destinies.
Or someone has to.
Redeem yourself.
Well, in that case, Okage, the only thing I can do is profusely apologize for what is about to
Settle
come.
your dispute with Kain. Destroy
Yeah.
him and your brethren.
We're going to ruin
Free their
everyone's
souls and let the wheel of fate
love for
turn
this game.
again. Use your hatred to reave their souls.
I can make it possible.
Become my soul
Soul
Reaver.
Reaver,
My
my
angel of
angel
death.
of death.
Alright, time to quickly go into my audio options and waste some time. Now they can hear you again.
Yay!
Actually, I might turn it back up. That was a really bad line.
These
Wow.
gates twist space.
Oh look, it's
laying a
Jax.
path across
I've not seen you in a while. I wonder if I can get good slew or RNG and maybe save some time.
Unlikely.
Come on. A man can dream.
Yeah. I mean, there is going to come a point one day when people have been speedrunning this for a ridiculous number of years, where literally they're going to start the game, reach Sluag, have bad RNG, and restart.
I mean, that is what I do.
The old
What do you mean?
hunger has left me.
Yeah, no, I was starting to do it as well, to be fair.
You are changed.
Like, even, cause especially at this time, obviously, because it's a lot faster than the last one because of,
A devourer
oh,
of
than the
souls.
previous world record, because there's like
To sustain
2 new
your strength,
things
you must
that you do
hunt the lost spirit
to save
of the
time.
underworld and consume the souls
But,
of your enemies.
Yeah, the Kain 1 jump, if nothing else.
Yeah. I mean, saying that, I didn't actually do the Kain 1 jump in, fuck off, in my last, in the last one, so.
Okay, well, the problem there was you corrected yourself.
Well, I kind of had to. And I should have, I know I shouldn't have done,
You'd have been better just going with it.
no, it actually wastes. When I go to the rail, I don't know why I didn't jump, though. I just kind of carried on because I didn't jump. I press crouch and he just didn't crouch. I wonder if I can just do this without having to bother moving my camera. Definitely not.
No is the answer.
No is definitely the answer. Well, I figured I could, but, you know, it's always worth a try in a speedrun, obviously, especially when it's timed.
Oh yeah, no, when it's timed, that's exactly when you
What
should be
scabrous
experimenting.
riches are these?
Exactly. Also, what madness have you been dealing with, Jax? Go on.
That tricky little jump there, by the way, just meant that he skipped a cutscene.
Yes. Normally that play, when you get up to the top, it plays a cutscene where it's like, you've got broken wings, but you can still fly, haha. Oh my god.
This looks like terrible RNG.
Yup. He only actually sucked one soul and then he kept hitting me.
Okay, it's not too bad though.
I mean, I'm normally getting to here about 4
You
minutes,
didn't-
5 seconds. It's,
You didn't get... Yeah, okay, so your time is fucked. But you didn't get a runner.
true, I didn't, but that's because they were on the opposite sides.
Well, yes, but you didn't get a runner.
True. It would have been alright had I not got slashed twice. But I'm plus 20 coming into this, but it's fine.
Now, the problem is as much as I want to comment on it on the game, someone in chat has said weirdly demonic sounding chanting. So, here's the question. Is it demonic sounding chanting that happens to be weird? Or is it that the chanting is weird, but it is demonic sounding? Or is it that the demonic part of it is weird, but the chanting is perfectly normal? I'm basically asking, where do the multiple adjectives attach?
You are young yet, Raziel. You still retain
True.
many of your vampiric weaknesses.
It could just be weirdly. It could be very demonic, which makes it a bit weird. You know, like some demonic is just perfectly fine, but weirdly demonic. I can't fucking speak English, man. What's wrong with me?
It stands as thin as air.
I've had something that I keep saying in Resident Evil 6 recently. Jerry and Jake's campaign. I keep calling them Jerry and Shake, and it makes my friend laugh a lot because I'm a fucking idiot.
These creatures.
I mean, I don't consider eating cinnamon raisin bagels with mustard during the whole ritual to actually be that weird.
I mean,
In fact, I'd be disappointed if you didn't eat cinnamon raisin bagels with mustard during the whole ritual.
Stood still for you, Raziel.
oh,
Much has changed.
here is an area where we had some debate recently, because there is a glitch here that can freeze these guys and their AI, which makes it easier to kill them because they won't follow you and you can simply flip the block behind them onto them. But it's obviously a glitch, and it was found to be a glitch, which invalidates the run, so now we have to avoid it. And there is a way to avoid it every time. If you do it correctly, you just, you know...
For the record, from my personal thing, it wasn't that it was avoidable, it was that it was forcible, and I felt really uneasy about... It is forcible and it saves time.
Yeah.
So having doing things to actively make a glitch in a run doesn't seem good.
That RNG feels good, man. I like how the majority of the stuff in this game I can say is RNG when it's literally just enemies being dumb.
The AI is something that definitely a lot of analysis would like to go into. We have in the past would like to research Melchiah's AI. Because he's a stupid funky boy.
Because that guy didn't even follow me anywhere close to the light then.
My God.
Imagine feeling plus 30.
The sanctuary of the clans reduced to ruin. Beyond these walls lay the pillars of Nosgoth, the seat of Kain's empire.
I mean, if they were visible, you wouldn't be doing a patio furniture effigy to them. That just seems to make sense to me.
You wanted to come in and show me love, but you didn't tell me anywhere that you loved me. And now I'm just sad. I'm very upset by this.
This world is wrecked with cataclysms.
Nailed the god.
The Earth's
I mean, here we could actually just explain the premise of the game, I guess.
I haven't drank enough ciders this evening for that.
Well, just a simple thing, you know. Like, you know,
so in simple terms, Raziel has been turned into a wraith, and he's very pissed off about this.
Yeah, basically.
So he's gonna kill everybody, because that's what a mature, well-rounded, mentally healthy individual would do.
You're pretty good.
Jux! For the sub, man, I appreciate it. Welcome to the premium salad bar. Hope you enjoy your beautiful emotes, your free crouton refills. And that's about it. That's all you fucking get. Appreciate it, brother. Imagine being subscribed to me, what a fucking loser.
Raziel is an annoyed boy and wants to kill all of his brothers.
Yeah.
Who aren't actually his brothers, but you know, lore that you don't really find out until later in the game, or more accurately, you don't find out at all because you skip it.
Yeah, but we can explain stuff as you skip it, kind of, because there's no intro cutscene, obviously, so we can just say, like here, the premise is that Raziel grew wings, Kain was jealous of it, chucked him off a cliff, he's here now, you know, shit like that. We don't need to explain the...
You see...
You don't know that in the game, do you, so...
Yeah, I mean, it's problematic because there's a lot of this game. One of the reasons why I love this game, and one of the reasons why it prompts so much conversation on the internet, is that
It stood still.
a lot of this isn't said, it's implied and then generally agreed upon, but it's not actually said. It's not said anywhere that Kain grew jealous.
True.
We
But
don't
it
know
implies
that
it
is
from the
the
look
case.
on his face, you know.
Yeah, but then because of other stuff that we find out further down the line and rewriting because Soul Reaver 2 and Defiance, I'm like, was he?
I think we could say it as though, because this is the premise of this game, you know, what you think happens in this game. So,
Even in this game, I'm not convinced that Kain was jealous.
well, when I first played it, I assumed he was, but after playing 2 and Defiance, I was like, well, obviously he already knew the future.
But I mean, you find that out at the end of this game that he already knew the future, so it's included even in this game.
True. But like when you first start this, you're obviously not sure.
Yeah, but this is what I mean. It's the beauty of this game from a casual standpoint is it is very open to interpretation. It implies lots. It doesn't necessarily say lots. So each individual that plays it can interpret stuff a little bit differently.
True. Either way, you could just say that, you know, Raziel grew wings. Kain yeeted him into the abyss. But he stood there for a couple hundred years, and now he's back as a wraith.
1,000, I think, wasn't it?
I think
I'd
it's
have to double check.
500, right?
It's a lot of years.
Yeah, I think he said, because he says centuries, so I'm just assuming it's around like 500. Because you'd say millennia otherwise.
I believe it's long enough that they've actually cured COVID. just.
And then the vampires happen to take over at the same time.
Yeah.
This charnel house
How did I
bore
gold
the
that split?
unmistakable marks of Melchiah's clan.
Magic,
To
but
what
he's still
depths
behind by
have the
23
panic
seconds.
plummeted if these ghouls were the descendants of my high
The classic
But yes,
line you
yes, the classic line, he got yeeted in.
Yeah.
No, it's very much open to interpretation. What we know is that Kain, Raziel grew rings, and for whatever reason, because of this, Kain yeeted him into the abyss.
Basically.
Whether because of him being yeeted in the abyss or third parties unknown, Raziel managed to no longer be a vampire and became a soul-sucking wraith.
Yes, and now, because of the Elder... Well, he was going to do it anyway, but following the Elder God's orders, he takes revenge on his brothers, and wants to kill them, basically. Because we can just...
I mean, under the hood, if we're completely honest, from a gameplay perspective, this is Zelda.
I've only ever played a couple Zelda games, so I don't actually know what you're on about.
Go to dungeon, kill boss, get unique power up based on boss, go to next dungeon, use old boss's ability to complete said dungeon, kill new boss.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
It is the standard Zelda methodology of games.
Hey, Green, how you doing? But yeah,
with a much the thing that sets this game apart is the storytelling, and I wouldn't want to do too much of the storytelling.
True.
Because I think it's something that really should be experienced by players. That does mean playing through a game that is god-awful terrible. As someone that loves the game, it is
worth
playing. If you're playing the game properly, it is 2 hours of pushing blocks.
Yeah.
That's what the game is. It is 2 hours of pushing blocks.
This is the first puzzle, right? First real puzzle, because I don't... You're just running through
we've had
otherwise.
one before this, right? Haven't we?
No, this is the first one, unless
No,
you
this
count
is the
the
first one you have blocks,
tutorial block.
Yeah, because it actually brings up pop-up stuff telling you how to do stuff.
That's just tutorial, that's not really a puzzle.
No, what I'm saying is here, when you select that block, it can bring up tutorials going.
yeah.
Here's how you move blocks. You must have them turn. Oh, there we go.
True. But at the same time, this is, I mean, like, this is still a puzzle in and of itself. You have to look around for stuff.
Yeah,
I've seen people get stuck here for like at least half an hour.
Watch this game on Twitch, and no matter how familiar you are with it, and no matter how easy you think the puzzles are, there will be at least, if someone is casually playing it, there will be the easiest puzzle known to man, and someone will be stuck on it.
People get stuck on this one because they expect that they have to push this down. They expect they have to flip it up onto the side there, but that's not how this game works. And here's some of my favourite bit of RNG in the game. This guy, whether he's going to follow me, beat me up, or I get to walk away scot-free, is completely dependent on whether he wants to be a cunt or not.
Yes, he does.
And I had bad RNG there because he fucking slashed me a couple times. What is wrong with this game today? It just... My camera corrected itself automatically, and Raziel just pushed it the wrong way.
Oh, it does there a lot.
First time I've actually had it done to me.
Oh, I've had it so much in this area.
But yeah, he's a bit of RNG because when he pops up, as I said earlier, he can just auto hit you if you're too close to him. But you need to be close to him so you can start hitting him when he spawns, etc, etc. Annoyingly so. But if you're lucky, it only takes a couple of hits to knock him out, and you can just hopefully push the block away before he wakes up and starts following you. Because sometimes he will just stand there and look at you as if to say, "What the fuck, prick."
I believe there's also a mob that can spawn out of one of the dirt piles as you're busy moving the block.
I think he only spawns if you kill that enemy.
Maybe, but he can spawn and he gets in the way when he does.
If that's the case, then definitely true then. But I think he only spawns if you kill. I've never had him spawn while that guy's alive.
Interestingly, you can make this jump in material.
You can, but you have to be fast.
Yes.
And it doesn't really save time or lose time either way.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
But you just have more chance to fuck it up. In the physical realm, because obviously it falls the moment you land on it. And you have like a second or two.
It falls 3 frames after you land on it. Everything's 3 frames.
It's like one of
If
my
you want to know what the
Japanese
frame window
enemies.
is, it's 3 frames.
The
It's just-
Dem32W.
It's usually 3 frames.
I just realised I misspelled Otacon on my fucking alert. Yo, Lee, thanks for the 3 months. He's called Otcon now. Otacon. Yo, thanks for the 3 months, Lee. Welcome back. Now this part confuses a lot of people. I got 2 runs in, Lee. I'm doing Resident Evil 6 with Matt, and doing Soul Reaver with the help of Daimod.
I don't know how much help I am.
Well, you're the one that's good at explaining. Jumping off that cliff is also classic.
Yeah, without pushing the block down and
Yeah.
then realizing you got to go all the way around again.
Oh, I watched someone the other day. They were at that part and they were looking at the health thing and they were like, "Oh, I can jump over to that. I'm gonna use this block to do it, to get a bit of extra height." And they pushed it off and they were well upset with themselves. They were like, "Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That's not what I meant to do."
Also, the height doesn't help you get over there.
True. You can double jump over there, but I think.
No, you can double jump. What I think is most entertaining, though, is that wall just to the left of that torch. You can jump through it. Straight through, out into the abyss.
Oh, yeah, you can. I remember seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the humans are treating me like a god again because I didn't kill that one guy. Word travels fast around here.
Oh, very fast, yes.
Considering there's like 10 humans in this entire game, surprisingly word travels fast.
What I find interesting is everyone that has done a category like this and ended up having to do this area, they all choose whether to go left or right, as in, because both left way and right way all lead here.
Mhm.
So, and there's no time difference between them. We've timed them. There is no difference. But some people insist on going left, and others insist on going right.
Mine might just be because I'm left-handed, and I always end up choosing the left side because of that.
I also am left-handed. I always go the other way.
Weird. Imagine being left-handed. Fucking cretins.
We're just scumbags. We can't help it.
We're on the... Wait, Jesus is on the right side of God, right? And the devil's on the left. Yeah, that makes sense. That's why everyone says like being left-handed is demonic. No. No.
I mean...
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to offend people, so I'm not going to say anything.
I have to go for flu jabs tomorrow. No. I get free flu jobs because I'm at risk. Feels good, man. My dad didn't shut my bedroom door.
Disgraceful. I recommend sacking him.
The worst part is, he's gonna complain that I'm being loud because my door is still partially open. Which is his own fault. Left-handed people are witches. I prefer to think of myself more as a wizard, but sure, why not? Guess I'm a witch.
I'll take it.
Ding dong, the witch is dead.
I mean, I'm very much alive at the moment.
I'm not. I'm playing this fucking game. I'm dead inside.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Imagine animation cancelling this and running to the other side. Couldn't be me. I do love that that's the thing on this. If you do the animation cancel specifically in this part because of the cutscene trigger, just run to the other side.
Yeah, I mean, there are lots of minor glitches in this game.
Yeah.
That are all too easy to walk into.
And then they invalidate your run.
I mean, only because you insist on doing glitchless.
Yo, what's up, Junk? How you doing? It's because Glitchless is just better. I don't want my game to crash on me randomly, because I think either you or Duriel said there's like 5 specific spots in the glitched run where the game will randomly just crash on you.
Oh no, it doesn't. It doesn't crash. It yeets you into oblivion. There's a very big difference.
Or soft locks you then.
Yeah. I mean, as I've said before, the old bosses run is, I think, the best of both worlds.
Put yourself out into the abyss. Well, glitches just makes you question why you're boss. I like some glitches, but not to the degree of flying outside the map and whizzing around at the speed of sound.
Oh, this is why I like all bosses. You don't.
Oh, do you just do the double jump and stuff?
Mostly, yeah.
So, like, I'm okay with the Kain 1 jump and the skip in the Sarafan tombs because they're like halfway.
Show yourself, creature.
You're not
Interestingly, in the early beta of this game, they hadn't got the lighting right on Melchiah, so he remained black the entire time through as he came out. This has prompted the meme Black Melchiah matters.
Oh my god.
Hashtag.
You know that reminds me of? That reminds me of the Mario thing where he fights Bowser and says, "So long, gay Bowser."
Become of my clan.
And everyone was well sad because they removed it in the Super Mario 64 remake that they did for Switch. Oh no, is that? Oh no, it's the one that's bringing out, and now he says bye bye Bowser. Because it sounds like he's saying so long, gay Bowser. Great.
So long, gay Bowser.
So long, gay Bowser.
What is he actually saying? If
He's saying, say so long, a Bowser.
Oh.
Because he says it so fast, it sounds like that.
Okay, I never knew that. I actually honestly thought it was so long, gay Bowser, and it just got slipped in there.
And now they changed it to bye bye Bowser, so now they're saying Bowser's bye. Which, to be honest, he has got a thing for Mario very clearly.
Oh, no, 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 he doesn't. What's happening is, don't jump. Yeah, that's it. Stay there.
He's still...
Let him, wait for him to turn. No, you stand next to him until he, so don't cross. What you do is you stand next to him until he turns around.
Oh, okay. And then you just let him walk around with you?
Yeah.
Oh, you twat. Alright, okay, well, that makes more sense at least. And now he's not going to follow me, is he? I can hear him. Coming.
He will.
Here he is.
No, so the problem is, right, is it's very clear that what's happening here is Daisy, is it Daisy?
Who the fuck's Daisy?
Peach is fucking Bowser. This is obvious because Bowser has kids, but apparently there's no mother.
Bowser only has one kid, you know.
But you don't get kids without a mother.
Maybe he's a flower, you don't fucking know.
I mean, he is not a flower. And Peach is always with him, right? So there's either two options at some point here. One is that Bowser is raping Peach. Two, that Peach is sneaking off and fucking Bowser every other week. Now, the fact that it happens every other week, I'm going with the Peach is a dirty whore.
Did you know that the Koopalings actually used to all be, is just talking with a puddle of blood? Yeah, basically. Maybe that's his soul leaving his body, though. All the Koopalings used to actually be Bowser's children, but then they canonically changed it so only Bowser Jr. is his child. Which kind of makes sense considering the rest of them look absolutely nothing like Bowser.
Reduced to this.
Other than the fact that they are all also Koopas.
Elevated, Raziel, not reduced.
I mean, that's because their mother is Peach.
Her soul has endowed you with a new gift.
Now, normally in a video game, when you get to things like this where you defeated a boss, and it's like, hey, you should now backtrack to this area to go to this next area, you'd go, oh yeah, sure, that's going to be great. In this game, you don't do that.
No, you do not do that. Too many people do that, and it's just stupid to do that.
Yeah. In this game, you simply save and quit. Now, some of you may be thinking, hang on a second. That's not right. And technically, you would be right. However, saving and quitting in this game saves your progress, but teleports you right back to the beginning of the game.
And that would be a problem, but they give you handy teleporters to get back to wherever you want to be.
Yep. And it's much easier to simply just go save and exit and then walk back a little bit and then teleport right here. And then you're basically at the Kain 1 fight, which would probably take you twice as long to get back.
I mean, I'm not going to be exaggerating when I'm saying safe warping there is minutes of time save.
It takes a while. Because even then, you'd have to get to that teleporter further back to teleport there.
Yes.
Which is still time loss. And
it's massive.
Here's another little health disc, which can fuck right off. Can ignore it completely.
They're actually, as far as the speedrun is concerned, getting more health is in other speedrun games. Getting more health is like you get enough health to survive something. So often you'll get no health upgrades because it's just it's quicker to do that. In this game, getting health upgrades is actively detrimental.
Especially the first one because it has a cutscene to go with it.
Well, not even including that. It's a case of if you have more health, it is easier to lose the Soul Reaver.
Is it?
Yeah, because the amount of health it takes off is often like percentage of your bar.
Oh.
So it takes you longer to fill it back up again when you need to fill it back up again. And so you end up in this situation where because you want to keep the Soul Reaver, you want to never get hit ever at all. And so the health bars just cause problems, so that they're actively detrimental.
Yikes. I've picked up that first one a couple of times accidentally. I've just taken a really bad jump line and it's thrown me over there. Yeah. And I'm like, hey, nice cutscene, bro.
Well, yes, that is a pain in the... Yeah.
Yeah. Because sometimes on this game I found, I don't know whether it does on 2, when I've been aiming one way to jump, and then I've jumped and let go of my analog stick has flung back a little bit too far, and then it's just made him turn the opposite way because I've done it so fast. And he's just, it happens here specifically when I'm trying to do this jump.
As before, you criticize your own work.
Can't wait for this time loss.
Clan degenerate. You have no right.
You have no right.
What I have made, I can
Interestingly,
also destroy,
if you do
child.
Duma first, you have full control of Raziel in this cutscene.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
You dare to speak to me of conscience?
You can just punch Kain to hit your delight, but it'll do nothing.
No, actually, there's not a problem. Because you don't need the Soul Reaver here to kill Kain. Because
Very good point.
you get it after killing him. So yeah, you just do Duma first, and you get full control during this cutscene.
Interesting. Time to do the Kain 1 skip here while not even fighting.
You can do that.
You can actually, you can. Be very annoying to do because he will zap you, but you could do it during the fight.
We've done this with double jump.
I mean, yeah, but double jump's not that hard to do, really, is it?
Because it was when we were exploring the possibility of reverse boss order.
So can you get out of this fight? Like, will the fight still be going even you're just away from it?
Yeah, so what basically happens is you go up and out, and then obviously before the maybe, yeah. So yeah, the doors up top are all open. They're not sealed in any way, shape, or form. So you just leave that way, and then you get to the next warp gate, and then you can get back to wherever you want to. And if you come back here after that, it basically plays the cutscene as if you died while fighting Kain and got teleported back to the Elder God room.
So,
I'd say it was things we were exploring when we were looking at reverse boss order, but then reverse boss order has its own list of. Assuming we could do it, and there are problems with doing it. They get issues involving, do you include Kain in the reverse?
Because then you'd have to beat Kain 2, I guess. Well, you can't beat Kain 2 because he has to be the final boss, yeah.
Yeah, hence problems.
I wouldn't count Kain fight 2 as a boss at least. Then. Because you can still do it backwards without Kain 2, right?
Yeah, so Vampire Gandalf is the real stumbling block. Everything else we can, in theory, do backwards. We have some...
I swore I saw a glint of
we have some theory crafting stuff that suggests that we can do Rahab without anything else.
Okay.
But we have to do Vampire Gandalf first.
I don't really count him as a boss. He's just an enemy. That happens to give you a power.
He's an enemy that gives you a power-up, and that's why a lot of people refer to him as being a boss. Mini-boss, but a boss.
I don't really count I wouldn't really count a mini-boss, to be honest. He takes 3 hits, you know, with a Reaver. I mean, he only takes like 9 hits normally as well.
I mean, just going to point out that Kain 2 takes 3 hits with a Reaver.
True, but at the same time, all you have to do is walk up to that Sterling and just punch him and he's gone, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but he does give you a power-up, and he does have audio bites, and I think he technically has a name in the file. He doesn't respawn, he is unique among all the mobs of the game. If he's a mob, he is not a standard mob.
I mean, maybe. It was only meant to be him in particular being a special one, and that was just an introduction to the Tyrilim.
And remember,
I don't know.
And no, well, this is it. And the route getting through Rahab is problematic. So because we couldn't get anything that was set upable and replicatable, the whole thing ended up just kind of being dropped by the wayside, and research in it waned off.
Kain refused the sacrifice.
Oh, there's the line. Roll credits.
Corrupted to its core, stands as a monument to his
Kain
blind
refused the
ambition.
sacrifice.
Now these pillars serve only to bind me
A
here,
gun battle.
my prison and eternal
Fuck's
home,
sake.
thanks to the avarice of your master, Kain.
That bastard can claim no allegiance.
Alright, how many tries is it going to take me
Then
to
we
get the
share a
Kain 1
common
jump?
foe, Raziel.
6.
Return here when you have need.
Yep, Anagun percent.
Ariel
We all love
remembers
Anagun.
what others have
Famed
forgotten.
for being Skylar White in Breaking Bad.
I also hated her in that too. She's very good at making people hate her characters. I'll give her that.
I thought she was a very fine-looking lady.
Really?
I actually really liked her acting in Breaking Bad as well, to be fair.
Yeah,
I like.
she didn't have bad acting at all. I just hated her character because she was a bit of a bitch.
I mean, to be fair, yes, I believe this is her only voiceover job. Yeah, I think she did a really good role in that, and I think she did a good role in this.
She's a good actor, but
Yes.
3 tries, get fucked. I didn't nearly throw myself
Nice.
off this time either. Still losing time though. 'Cause I'm a dumb fuck.
Get in that tomb, boy. Yeah, so if you skip the Kain fight, you just come up here and then open up the door, and that's it. You're done.
One thing that I hate about the fact that I've got this new PB is the fact that I got the jump in 3 tries. So now anything other than that is a huge time loss for me.
The
Yes.
ancient tomb of the Seraphim.
And it's
Once
literally going to be
impenetrably
my
sealed,
reset point if and when I run this.
ravaged by Nosgoth's upheavals, its mysteries lay exposed.
I mean, it's going to be everyone's. Now
In
that
the
someone
time
is
of
doing it,
Vorpal,
anyone that
centuries
follows you
before
has to
Kain
do it.
was made,
Yep.
the Seraphim warrior
Which means you
priests
actively have
waged
to
a
practice it.
merciless war
Like, if I don't
against the
practice this for at
vampire
least
tribes of Nosgoth.
10-15 minutes before I start a run,
Emboldened by
I will not get it.
righteousness, they committed unspeakable
Yeah.
I have to like
indiscriminate
muscle
acts of
memory
violence,
myself to try and remember
massacring
mostly where I
fledgling
need to go.
ancients alike. They decimated
Or like where I need to
the
stand.
lines in mere decades.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Because there are multiple places where it works and multiple angles. It's just which one you prefer. I don't know how consistent they are per angle you are or how far down you are on that, but they do work. This is probably my favourite little skip actually, just because it's so simple.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's not per se. It's not even really breaking the game as such. Like this door, this obviously is, but like those are literally things you can walk on anyway. You know.
Yeah.
So, like the fact that this is just you don't even need to glitch this or anything to really do it, other than going through the door, is actually quite incredible. And it confuses me as to why they didn't really think to put hitboxes on any of those. You know what I mean, like bounding boxes, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not certain why going in the back door just automatically teleports you here.
Oh shit, thank you, appreciate it.
Shall not pass.
Yeah, I'm really unsure as to why it just teleports you and activates
such
it.
loyalty to one who has you guarding this outpost like a
I don't get
chained dog.
why the door just
Do
doesn't
you
block
prosper
your
on the scraps
entrance
he casts you?
and be done with. The rest of it just doesn't seem
Your
to be.
insults
I don't know.
do nothing to blunt the agonies of your
Did you go streaming, Yoshi, or are you just
Killed me
hosting me?
once. Behold the result.
I can never tell.
I have no more to fear from you.
If people keep just randomly hosting me. Get
Let's just
baited.
assume they're drunk.
Get baited, brother. Auto host, but to counter your ego. I lobotomized the RE6 timer. Listen. Oh, there's still an issue with the RE6 timer. I forgot to tell you. I don't know what it is. I can't remember which campaign it's on, but one of them has an extra split in somewhere. One of them. I have to split twice at the end of the game to make it count.
objects that are otherwise
Hmm.
beyond your reach.
You sent me an acid bomb. Oh my god. Again, save quit. It's just much easier. Normally you would just continue if you go into a Harb's place, but since we don't need to do that anymore,
Your
because we
brother
have
Zephon's
skips
keep
now,
lies far to the
um,
east, beyond the ruins
Now,
that
he
greeted
says.
your first exit
wait,
from the
no,
underworld.
you would do it anyway, because you have to go to the
He and his
cathedral
people
with
have
this
cooled
route anyway
themselves in a
first.
derelict cathedral.
You can't do Rahab without going to the cathedral, glitchless. Because there's a big fucking wall you have to climb to get up for that.
Yes, correct, yes.
The only reason I remember that is because I did it before when I was dicking around. I was like, oh, let's go fight Rahab just for the fucking fun of it. And there was a big wall, and I was like, oh no. Hey 6K. You love this game? I love this game. It also makes me want to top myself, but I still love it.
I feel I'm in an abusive relationship with this game.
Yeah, I mean, that's me with basically any speedrun. And here we do a little skip again. This time it's harder though, because we're...
Soul Reaver.
Yep, we have Soul Reaver on, which gives us less jump distance and height, right?
Yep, correct.
Don't we also move slow with this on? Because it's like a torch or something. Like if you're holding a torch. Maybe I'm dumb, I don't know.
Which wall that we need Zeph on for? We're talking about in the glitchless run.
Yeah, the glitchless run. The one when you're on your way to him.
To Duma.
No. Wait, what are we on about? No, I was talking about Rahab.
I mean, Rahab has got a lot of climbing walls.
Yeah, exactly. I was saying you can't physically get to Rahab without going to the
Yeah, no, he's
first.
talking about the glitchless category. He's talking about the one to Duma. Yes,
Oh, okay.
yes. If there was a glitchless way to stick that one wall, you would not need Zephon at all.
Yeah. I mean, didn't you said you've seen someone do it, right?
Yeah.
I'm yet to replicate it. Oh, well, I have
You
been close.
and the entirety of the Legacy of Kain community.
I have been close, and I think if I hadn't messed up my controller configuration, well, the way I was facing, and got so surprised that I was that high up, I might have actually made it. Because
He was doing it very consistently.
Oh my god, what's his name?
I can't remember. Ocean, can you remember the Russian's name?
Gotta slide into the DMs.
Doesn't exist anymore.
No.
He doesn't have a Twitch channel, he doesn't have the YouTube channel, he's disappeared off the face of the planet.
Oh no. I'm gonna go hunt him down. We'll have to find him in his shack. In Russia somewhere.
So, it was way back when, I hope you're sitting comfortably, ladies and gentlemen, whereby when both me and Juriel were busy doing stuff in Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. And at the time, I had world record in the only category that existed, which was any percent. And then this Russian came along, got very close to my time, and then ultimately overtook my time. This is fine, except for the fact that the only reason he beat my time was because he was doing tricks that I wasn't in my run. The problem is, we could not replicate those tricks at all.
Would he not tell you what they were either?
Nope.
Oh my god.
Its architects conceived this.
He also refused to time the same way the rest of the community timed.
Wow, how did he time?
He timed from when you first gain control of Raziel, rather than from game start.
Oh, okay.
Not necessarily an invalid way of doing it, except for the fact that the entire rest of the community was recording from game start.
A bit like how for Soul Reaver 2, my timer starts not when you press start, but as soon as the game actually loads.
Yeah, and the thing here was that he just went completely against the rest of the community, and because he wouldn't say how he was doing anything, we actually couldn't verify any of his runs.
Oh,
Not that he was submitting them in any case. And it actually made us, he's posting videos on YouTube and going, I have world record in Soul Reaver, and we're like,
But actually, see, not sharing strats and doing that is a fucking dick move in the speedrunning community. Like,
well, yes. And I mean, ultimately, what happened was Zelamp came along and managed to come up with methods of doing what he was doing. So things like double jump, that allowed us to do the stuff that he was doing, and we could do that consistently. And actually, it led to other glitches and the run being changed and improved. And don't know why he ended up there, and all that kind of stuff. Okay.
You hate this game.
Yeah. And it was very, very weird. But ultimately, this is the problem, is I've seen it done, but I've only seen it done on his copy of the game. And we have had a lot of trouble with Russians. It sounds horrible, but we really, really have.
Like, I don't understand why people don't. I mean, I guess I kind of understand why people don't share strategies, but if you don't share them, you kind of sound like a dick. Plus, like, it could just mean you're cheating if only you can do them, I guess.
I mean, the thing is that here was the problem. We could not verify, because we couldn't replicate the run, we couldn't verify that the tricks existed.
Exactly.
And the problem is, the Russians have a habit of modifying their game and then going, oh, this is great. Now, the prime example is, as Ocean says, the Russian patch. So the Russian patch is the patch that enables 60 FPS in the game. Great. Except for the fact that there's a few problems with it, not least of which being Raziel can jump higher, Raziel can jump further,
Raziel can fly,
Raziel can run faster, and Raziel can fly.
Yeah.
These are all problems when it comes to a speedrun of the game.
Because then there is no glitchless category, because everything you do is basically a glitch.
Yeah. And this is a huge issue for speedrunning, but it's also an issue for non-speedrunners, because every time I've came across a streamer having problems running Soul Reaver, I'll take a look at it, and it'll look a little bit off, and I'm like, are you running the 60 FPS patch?
I did
and
exactly
go, yeah,
that.
because it makes it better, and it'll be like, right, remove that, and as soon as they remove it, it's working now, it hasn't crashed since. Like, yeah, because it doesn't help stuff.
It's not squad call time. Do you know why? Because I'm on with people doing commentary.
And I say they've tried to commit some good stuff to the game. Don't get me wrong. Their intentions, if you believe them, are good.
Yeah.
The problem is they have failed. They haven't produced a better version of the game. They've introduced more bugs for any bugs that they may or may not have fixed. And they've introduced something of an untrustworthy environment.
I get you.
So, as much as I can tell you, I've seen it, and I have seen it, I can't replicate it. I can't tell you how the hell it was done, and I don't know if you need a custom modified version of the EXE to accomplish it.
There's not even a video of it, is there?
There isn't even a video of it. At least not anymore.
And if there is, it's probably hidden within the YouTube algorithm somewhere.
Yeah.
Never to be seen again until 2030, when I'm randomly scrolling through my Facebook, YouTube, and then all of a sudden I see it, and I'm like, oh, that would have been useful 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Time to go break my record. Only to find out that someone else had this shown to them 5 years prior, and I've not seen the leaderboards in years, because by that point I'm old. I've stopped speedrunning, obviously.
In Soul Reaver, I mean, me personally, my knowledge is predominantly in Soul Reaver 1 and Defiance, but the Legacy of Kain Discord will happily help any new speedrunners.
Yes.
And I've got no problem with teaching you glitch categories in both Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver 1 and Defiance.
I mean, you'd be pretty good with Glitchless too.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm happy to help.
Well,
with
not for
Glitchless.
Soul Reaver 2. Actually, not Soul Reaver 2, yeah, because... I mean, not really,
I mean,
actually.
Soul Reaver 2 is just lurching from cutscene to cutscene, and if that butter's your biscuit, knock yourself out.
There are some very optimal lines you need to take for certain puzzles, though, so there's at least some form of...
Sure. Lurch from cutscene to cutscene. Oh.
Oh my god, he's doing the fucking jump thing. Knob jockey.
What? You also failed to get him against the wall last time.
Yeah, he comes too close if you do it the way I do it, unfortunately.
Yeah, I can help anybody in either of them two games as much as they want to, with whatever category they want to.
If you want specific stuff at the Kain 1 jump, however, that's just do it yourself and figure it out.
I mean, I'll point you in the right direction.
It's a video.
And I'll point you exactly who to speak to about it.
Yeah, Vegatus, totally not me. Why did I do this?
Ah.
I do that at least once every like 3 runs.
I would hope that Salad has discovered that the entire Legacy of Kain Discord server is really good at, as in the speedrunning one, is really good at helping people on that path if that's what they want to. I'm not gonna lie, we're a little bit
I have some words I could use, but
if you come on the server and go remake, don't expect a warm response.
I still want a remake, but I know it won't be done well. A well-done remake that stuck to the original games, even if they didn't use the original actors because half of them can't do the voice anymore and or are dead, would be perfectly fine in my books. Just don't do an RE3 make to it because that's bad.
Now, what Ocean has raised there is an amusing topic. The flight glitch. Once you have learnt the flight glitch, it is 100% consistent. Absolutely. And is a lot of fun. It's really, really cool. Especially when you combine it with the horizontal flight rather than vertical flight. And you can fly around the map at ridiculous speeds. Like, it is stupid and hilarious and so much fun. And nobody does it the same. I could train you how to do it. Absolutely I can. I can watch you doing it on a stream and I can go, you're pressing the buttons too late. You're pressing the buttons too early. Etc, etc. And eventually you will get it and it will be good. However, it is not, no two people do it the same at all. And understand, we've got a lot of people who can do the flight glitch. A lot of people.
That's because all the people who run this game run the glitch.
Yeah, but in the glitch category we don't use flight. Flight's only really used in all bosses.
Interesting. I'd still like a remake, just a good one, but I know it won't happen, so...
You won't get a good one.
Like, I'm allowed to dream, I just know my dreams are futile. Which is perfectly fair.
Here's the thing, right, is... If you've seen any of the Dead Sun videos, that was effectively what we'd be expecting from a remake. And I'm not going to say that the Dead Sun stuff looked bad. It just, to me at least, did not look Legacy of Kain.
Mm.
And this is the point, is whatever you think Legacy of Kain is, whatever I think Legacy of Kain is, any remake we get is not going to live up to that.
Mm.
Because we all think slightly different.
True. I think this is, it's horror, but it's not.
Even if we get a remake that you like, I probably won't. And if we get one that I like, you probably won't. So we're not even going to appease the majority of Legacy of Kain fans.
No, there are. But at the same time, that could appeal to new fans, you know? We could just be left in the dust because we're boomers.
We could do, but then at that point I would say if what you're saying at that point is what the industry needs is a gritty ARPG with incredibly solid storytelling elements, I would turn around and go, sure, make that game.
Mm.
Don't make Soul Reaver Part 2.
Okay.
No, not to be confused with Soul Reaver
How
2.
about
Make a dark, gritty game that is an ARPG with solid role-playing elements and storyline.
okay? What about more instead of a remake, more of a remastered version?
See, I don't even want that. What I want them to do is take the ideas that are encompassed within Soul Reaver, within Legacy of Kain, and use those ideas to make a new game. I don't understand. I really don't like sequels in general. I have a firmly held opinion that all TV shows should be ended after 3 seasons.
Oh, most of them do get a bit dragged out after that.
Yes, but that's the point, right? That is exactly the point.
Fuck. Yeah, just SR1, but it works.
I mean, sure, but basically at that point, what you're after is not a new game, not a remaster. You're after a bug fix.
But yeah, I mean, the remake of Resident Evil 1 is basically just that. They just added a couple things into it, which is why it's actually one of the best remakes to ever exist. Because it's one of the few remakes that actually stuck to the original content and only really added to it.
If we get a bug fix, if that's what we get, that I'll tolerate. Give me a bug fix, but that's the only thing I want is a bug fix.
That's what I meant. I didn't want an actual, I didn't want a Resident Evil 3 remake. I wanted, Resident Evil 1 remake. But if they were going to do anything with it, you'd simply add to it, because they can now. Because they've got the memory to do it, you know?
But I just worry that they wouldn't do it justice.
True. But we just get... What was the director's name for this game again?
Amy Hennig.
He's done other stuff as well, I can't remember.
The entire Uncharted series?
Yep. There you go. That'll be it. If she's the director again, I would have no problems with any form of thing that she did.
I would, if Amy Hennig posted on Twitter tomorrow that she is extending, remaking, remastering, please insert adjective here, the Legacy of Kain franchise, I would give her the benefit of the doubt. Right. And she is the only person.
Let me up this thing.
You are doing an amazing job of fucking this up.
I know. Considering
Don't forget what we mentioned about the torch.
Yeah, I was plus a minute before, and I'm only plus 23.
Yeah, you're doing well.
I think my cathedral is going quite well. In comparison to what it normally does.
You've had some very clean fights in the room, and that is a key thing here, to be fair. Getting them fights clean.
Very
so that
true.
you can just get on with doing the block puzzles. The block puzzles aren't interesting, but they are a crux of the game, so...
What? I mean, that's just slow. I'm fucking done.
Pick torch up, throw torch. Not at the wall.
I regret mate, what is this fucking hitbox thing? It's throwing it automatically at the enemy, that's why. I should have done it in a...
manually aimed it.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think he was throwing it at the enemy. I actually thought he was just throwing it in general, but he was just being fucking retarded about it.
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
Why are you fighting these?
I didn't have health, and they'd already sucked the HP. Then again, I only need to do this on the way back.
Down here. Oh, yeah, okay, my fan. But yeah, you can do it on the way back.
I could do it on the way back. That might be faster.
No, it is faster.
Shh.
I mean, killing them is slow.
True. But I'd have to kill stuff anyway to get back into my human form.
But you don't need to be in human form till right at the top of these stairs.
There's also a soul right here.
Where there is loose souls kicking around, so you can just absorb the soul, run up the ramp, shift back, job's a good one.
True. Alright, let's see if I can hit this thing. Hit him. Please. Oh, I'm glad I found a way to make this place.
I actually like what you're routing in this room. I really like it. I think it's solid.
I'm surprised. I still hate this guy though. Fuck off. I specifically walk here because of that. Yo, 6K, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the salad bar. Hope you enjoy it. Stay as long as you like. I won't be talking to chat during this run, but...
Including the people who run the game and know exactly what they're doing. We hate these spider dudes.
Mainly because their AI is so dumb that they just jump around constantly. Like, if you get a bad seed where they're just gonna jump around for the entire time you're in a room, you're not gonna kill it.
Or you can be very lucky and they jump on a wall and just stay there till the end of time.
Yep.
They don't do anything else. They just jump on a wall and go, I'm on a wall.
It's really either or. You're either gonna have a good time or you're gonna have a bad time. Aww. Didn't get hit. Feels good. Oh, actually, too far. I need to further to the right here. You know what? I'm just gonna push it. I don't trust myself. There you go. That's 10 seconds saved right there, just from that room. I'm glad I found a way to make this room.
And I think you were a little bit messier than you could have been, because that's including some other bits and pieces. It's really good, isn't it, Ocean? It's a nice little strat, that. I like it.
I thought of it like yesterday. Not yesterday. No, I think I did it in my latest run, actually. I thought of it very recently. Because I think I accidentally force pushed it from the top and it moved. And I was like, oh my god. This is amazing. I just realised I'm about to get twatted by these guys because the torch is down here. Oh my god. Knobhead. Actually, never mind. That's fine. Because my Zephon fight's easier now. At least in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, as I say, I think you need to nail a little bit down of where you throw the torch, but ultimately, I debate whether it would be better by the shift point or on the side. But once you get that down, doing it that way around is going to save you a lot of time.
Very true. I'm going to save time on this fight in general, anyway. I think I'm just going to force bop the legs now. Even though it's going to take more time because I don't have the Reaver. Feels bad. Because he landed and slapped me over the head.
It doesn't matter. One force projectile has the effect of a Reaver whether you have the Reaver out or not.
Oh, see. I mean, it's just going to take longer for it to go off, is what I meant.
Oh, yes. But you have to aim anyway, so...
True. But I have God aim. I'm going to miss every single one. I hope you realise that. Any possible time save I have in this fight will disappear because of this.
The voice acting in this game is just so good.
The voice acting in all of them is pretty good, to be fair.
It's just so good.
You know, except Ariel, she can fuck off.
No.
No, she has good voice acting. I just hate the character.
Love me some Anna Gunn.
No, you do. You fucking weirdo.
In which to cower, only scuttling from the shadows to devour a victim already ensnared in your cowardly trap.
The woman is a fine actress and a very sexy young lady.
Isn't she like 50 something?
I don't see the problem here.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You're like 20. I was gonna say like 20. No, you're like 60.
Yeah, I'm 765.
Oh damn! How much does all this Raziel?
Step forward.
Morsel. Hell yeah, I love being a morsel. Actually, I might as well wait for this fucking leg to drop here anyway. It's the back legs that I have a problem with.
Also, you don't need to kill the legs, you just need to hit the legs.
Yeah, that's why I like having no Reaver for this fight normally. Like, I still have to. I might just like, be aiming with the Reaver still. I think.
You know what? Actually, because you end up with the legs closer to you, it might actually. This fight might be faster without the Reaver.
Are you gonna fucking swing, you prick? The back legs are really annoying, but if you don't have the Reaver on, I actually think it's faster to just swipe. Just because. Oh my god, that's so much time saved. 20 seconds.
And that was with botched dagger throwing and all the rest.
Yeah.
Top throwing and all
That
the
was
rest.
botched punching for like 5 seconds.
Yeah, I think doing that way, once you get that down, that's an automatic PB waiting to happen.
I think that whether you use the Reaver or not for this fight depends on whether you have the Reaver or not. Because if you when you have the Reaver, you break those legs in one, right? And the back legs sometimes are very glitchy as to whether they're going to come forward or not, in my opinion. You have to stand in a position, and sometimes he'll swipe at you while he's doing that because you're so close to him. If you don't have the Reaver on, you can just swipe the front legs and you're perfectly fine. I think that just really depends on whether you get hit or not, and that I guess it just depends on whether you want to get hit or not before the fight.
Yeah, I mean, this is it. I think you can come out, get hit by them enemies, and then go up and kill the bot like you did, except for the fact you would do it on purpose rather than accidentally.
Yeah. I mean, I totally got hit on purpose that time.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But yeah, even ignoring that, yeah, I think that there might actually be an argument for doing it on purpose.
I mean, you already take damage once purposely in this speed run for the sake of things, so why not twice? And that was obviously not as useful because you don't skip an entire fucking area, but oh my god. I thought I'd already teleported. Oh.
So, if you do this correctly and your name isn't Salad, this saves 6 seconds.
What the fuck just happened?
Sorry, not 6 seconds, 6 frames.
Mate, I just started walking through and it disappeared on me. I am buff.
But because Salad is Salad and not competent, he did not save 6 frames.
You could just pretend I'm competent, that would be nice.
Yeah, but you see, the problem there is that then we'd both be wrong.
True. There's nothing worse than actually failing that. It really tilts me.
It's a long cutscene.
Did it? I've gotten very good at this one. I always mess up my portals because I'm a dumb fuck. I may seem smart on the outside, but I'm not. I got it.
Nice. That jump is trickier than it looks. And
It's trickier than the ruins jump, and that just looks trickier.
yeah,
Even though it's not.
no, that jump is the exact opposite. It doesn't look tricky. It really is.
You know, I think I actually failed the ruins jump on these splits.
I did play Nosgoth. I really wanted to enjoy Nosgoth.
Imagine being minus 8.1.
This city once teemed with the life
Wow.
of mankind. Could it be that other clans had suffered the same fate as mine?
And that's after,
In his madness,
and that's
could
literally
Kain spare
after
none
having
of his brood?
my
It was not Kain, but Duma's own arrogance that brought
failing the
them
thingy
down
for like
his clan.
15 seconds, the
These are
teleporter thing.
human weapons, Raziel.
You know, listen, Diamond, if you ever want to come on again and just chat shit, you can. I'm perfectly happy with that.
Yeah, no, we'll have to do that definitely.
Because this is fun.
It is. Yes.
I like having chill people on the stream with me. It's nice. That way I'm not talking to myself like an idiot.
I mean, part of the skill of streaming is learning to talk to yourself like an idiot.
I mean, I do that often enough anyway, but I look weird when I do it.
Oh god, here we go. Go for it, Ocean.
Law question: is it ash or snow? Wouldn't the correct term actually be ash because near here there was meant to be Tyrell's place that had lava in it? And I'm assuming that the ash would be caused by the smoke from that. In the beta, because I'm pretty sure this is near there, right?
It's also a case of this entire area has basically been burned down to the ground, so more or less. So it could be ash from that as well.
True, but at the same time, it's been that many years, I doubt there'd still be ash.
Yeah, and I mean, but then it does look very snow-like.
True. But I'm pretty sure you can have white ash.
Ocean? Honest answer. And I'm a firm believer that the most intellectually honest answer anybody can give is, I don't know. And I think a great many people in the universe, especially politicians, could learn a lot from being able to stand up on a podium and answer questions with, I don't know. So with that in mind, here is the answer to your question, Ocean. I don't know.
Someone do exclamation mark stupid for me, please. I feel like that is a good way to say that. we have Matt's voice thing. I don't know because I'm stupid in his brilliant Brummy accent.
I don't know because I'm stupid.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know why I did that, because I can't hear it, because I have the string.
I know, you just wasted 2,000 points for not hearing it. Feels good.
Oh no, what will I do?
I know, imagine losing out points. Couldn't be you. But I wish I wasn't such a fucking spark.
I mean, I apparently got you to put a flat cap on, which I've just realised is 10,000 of your channel points, and I only have 4,000. And I did it just by speaking words.
What? Camera?
I mean, the camera in this hates you, and it hates your children, and it hates your children's children.
I have played Genshin. I really like it, and I'm pretty sure Duriel's actually addicted to it right now.
It certainly seems to be the case. I have noticed on the Discord that you guys have been ploughing out more than a little bit of conversation time about it.
Hang on.
To the point where I've almost been tempted to go, does this game need its own channel in the server as well?
Listen, I've not done it that much. Duriel and Kelta,
I don't mind it, because at the end of the day, as long as people are talking, don't really care what they're talking about, it's fine, chat away. It's a place for the community to, foster friendships and learn about each other and all the rest of it. And as far as I'm concerned, that's a good thing. What I'm more about is, if this is something that's going to be talked about regularly, I'd much rather that it had its own channel, so that people who don't give a shit can just go, yeah, I'm just gonna mute that channel. And this is why we put the Path of Exile stuff in there. Path of Exile doesn't get talked about a lot per se, but when it does get talked about, it gets talked about a lot, and it just clogs up everywhere else.
True.
So it's like, right, we'll give it its own place. You can't remove 10,000 points from Daymod. He only has 4,300. I have ruined your system.
Can't believe this. I've been scammed. Imagine saving more time here. What the fuck is this? I'm minus 21. I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
World record incoming. World record incoming.
I'm gonna fucking minus 21. How?
All you need is a nice clean boss fight. Clean Kain 2 sorted.
I know Bob's your uncle.
Actually, I'll tell you how. Do you know how?
How?
You're distracted.
I also had a good cathedral. I think that's the main part.
You're not. When I used to be a guild leader for a World of Warcraft guild, one of the things I actively used to encourage several of my raiders to do was to turn up slightly drunk.
Makes sense.
Well, the thing is that, and I maintain the same thing about things like pool and snooker and things like that, right? Because what happens is people get stressed and they get so focused and in the zone that they start to overthink things. And once they start to overthink things, they start to make mistakes. Once they make one mistake, they make two, then they make three, and then the whole thing goes to shit.
Well, I am a momentum player, so if I do something bad, I do get tilted.
Exactly. If, however, you can be distracted, for some people, it means that they're not focusing 100%, and not focusing 100% actually makes them better players.
True.
By being distracted by someone on comms, you aren't you're not focusing 100%.
Oh my god.
You're not focusing 100% on the good. You're also not focusing 100% on the bads.
I did just lose like 10 seconds, I want to say now, because I didn't make the jump.
Well, that was just stupid.
I don't even know how I didn't make it, to be honest. I thought I'd done it properly. Yep. I honestly don't know how I messed it up.
You'll get distracted. To be fair, right, that jump, despite being a mandatory jump, has a it's actually a very tight jump to make, right?
I think it's because it's the camera.
Not free. Yeah, no, it's not even the camera. It's even if you are perfect, I believe that jump has something like a 10, 20 frame window. Now, for a speedrunner, that's huge, right?
Yeah.
That's so monstrously large. I want to make a mum joke. But for your average run-of-the-mill, player, I'm playing the game, please mummy, can I play the game? That's actually alarmingly tight for a mandated jump.
I think the issue also is that my depth perception is actual garbage. Like, I have terrible depth perception, and I think it fucked with me because of the camera angle.
That wasn't depth perception, that was you not waiting until you reached the edge to jump.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure if I was close to the edge or not, because the fucking camera angle had me fucked up. That was my point. Just me.
I don't know.
Just me. But these lot watch me play Portal, they know how bad my depth perception is.
Burned with shame to have me find him
fair.
like a
Fair.
stuck pig.
Oh shit, I was twiddling my thumbs. Imagine losing a PB because you're a fucking spacker. I actually wasted so much time here before. I mean,
what the hell? That jump on there, what are you playing at?
What do you mean?
It's one small light tap.
No. If I try to tap that jump, I slide right off it. I can't do it otherwise.
Why are you so bad?
Unbound at last.
Someone else can explain that for me. I don't know.
Brother.
Your thanks are premature, Dumar.
My issue is I end up either just over jumping or under jumping it. So if I crouch jump, I can control it properly.
Have honed my strength. Not even Kain is mine.
I can't help that I'm an idiot. I was born this way.
The strongest vampire is vulnerable.
And I have to sound whore for this man.
Your thesis, Raziel.
My bloodthirst has been superseded by an even darker hunger. I will consume your soul before this day is done.
Let's go.
Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run.
Exactly. Having this on you might actually make the fight this part easier because I'm pretty sure he stays closer to you because you're going slower, right?
I have suspected this.
Oh, come on, not bad.
Oh, there's nothing worse than when he gets caught on this corner.
I hate him. I really do. I'm pretty sure I had a very good Duma fight too, so I say this is a fight, it's not a fight.
I mean, this is technically the Duma fight. Technically.
True.
Jump.
He actually followed me for ages then.
Yeah.
I think you can kind of manipulate when he's going to punch just by standing on corners in specific ways. Wait, you can see me. When he's following you.
I used to do the occasional wiggle.
Yeah. I might try and wait for him to see if he follows me more.
Yeah.
Because I could jump here and it'd obviously be fucking stupid because it'd make it slower, but... that was a bit too close. There we go. Yeah. Him waiting though made me lose time, even though it was only 0.3 seconds.
Oh no, not 0.3 seconds.
Hey, 0.3 seconds is a lot, okay? You can lose 0.1 to 0.2 seconds on Resident Evil 6 from one of the splits, just because of the loading time for co-op. And it really tilts me whenever it happens. Because that means I must have got the best loading screen, the fastest one possible. Oh baby. Look at me with all these powers.
Consuming Duma's soul empowers you to
And
walk
I
in
have the ability to
constricting
run
band of
round and
spectral
round.
energy around
Yup.
your enemies. This energy manifests itself in both
You know what
the
always confused me?
spectral
Why
and
these guys have
material
cloven
realms.
hooves and
In the physical world,
claws?
it can be employed to manipulate
Like,
otherwise
I'd hate to see the
immovable
transformation from human to vampire, I really would. It must be awful. Because I'm assuming your fingers fuse together to make the fucking claws. And then your feet just fucking merge together. And split in two.
Sounds about right.
Yep. Alright, 6K, see you later, man. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Again, thank you for the follow. I might have a little tiny bit of time saving here, actually.
And now you see the reason why people haven't heard about Soul Reaver 1 or Soul Reaver or Legacy of Kain is because effectively this and Tomb Raider are the same game, only Tomb Raider has more boobs and less blocks.
True. Plus, these types of games were already kind of dying out when it came out. So, there's always that. Are you ready to lose PB to, what's it called? To the YOLO? Because that's what's going to happen.
That would be a shame, but you have to go for it.
Of course. I physically have to go for it. It would be a crime for me not to go for it. It would also be stupid because I went for it in my fucking last PB, but still. This is one of the places that I hate having this auto splitter for, because you can very easily accidentally mess something up if the camera angle fucks you over, and then it's going to split early. And it's just awkward.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wish this game didn't work off of cutscenes like that. I mean, there's probably a way to make it so it doesn't, but it does so.
Absolutely it does.
And I am not willing to even remotely try to make it so it does anything otherwise, because I still have no idea how to do it myself.
That's fair.
This puzzle pisses me off, though.
This puzzle takes a long time, and I do wonder how optimized we are with it.
I don't think it's really possible to optimize it that much in terms of block movement. Just because, swap gen.
Yes. I think if Raziel was a female, yeah, if it was Raziette, then I mean maybe that's what they should do in the remake, right? Give Raziel double Ds.
Oh, I mean he basically already has. Look at that chest.
I'm far more looking at that ass, because that is Nosgoth's ass.
Understandable. I need to count out how many spaces that is. I always get confused with my depth perception. The amount of times I've pushed a block 3 times instead of twice because I've not really looked at it properly. Disgusting. I was wondering why I had so much time left on this split, and then I realized I had to do this again.
Yes.
And I still somehow managed to save 6 seconds. Okay.
Gold split.
Exactly. Now, am I going to get my life ruined by this fucking wraith? I'm going to hug this wall. I feel like he always misses me if I hug it. Knob jockey. Ah.
Yes, double D's with jiggle physics, and no change anywhere else.
I have to fuck you. I've just wasted all my time. Oh, I should have killed him when I was down there. I hate these guys. This guy's actually just cost me the room.
Oh, don't be so certain.
Unless there's time saves somewhere that I don't actually know about. I'm pretty sure that's just thrown it. Bro, please. Hate this game. Every time I hear brother, I can't help but think Metal Gear Solid.
No. It still says brother.
His sister.
The only thing I would tolerate them replacing is all reference to Kain with daddy.
God's sake. I can hear this fucker walking towards me constantly. Ah! It's his brother. Oh, twat. Oh. You know, I actually would have saved time if I hadn't have...
It's still not a bad YOLO run.
Very true. Now I don't have any Reaver, though.
No, but you're going to have to spectral shift soon anyway.
Very true. Very true. I just have to suck a soul and waste a second.
Daddy. Yes. Yes, but he's doing it in his most effeminate voice.
I mean, it actually makes me really sad that he can't do the voice anymore.
Oh, interestingly, actually, Izzy was streaming a TV show that stars... so it's live action, and one of the lead actors in it is the guy who voiceovers Kain.
Where Kain's first fatal
And
meeting with
he
Mobius
plays
occurred.
an
Mobius
alien,
played
so
the
it's
role
called
of a
Neighbours.
doddering soothsayer,
And
stirring his
they
visions while
have...
dispensing enigmatic predictions
so
to
it's a bunch of
gullible
aliens
visitors.
who have come down,
Underneath the
taken
facade
over
is Mobius, the
an
time
estate,
streamer,
and then a
sorcerer
ordinary
of the
group
Circle
of
Nine,
humans move onto
ruthless
that estate
manipulator with the power to bend
and
time.
discover that they're actually...
Since
Simon
his
Templeman,
murder
thank you
at
very
Kain's
much,
hands
yes.
centuries ago,
And they basically discover
these
that they're all a
Kains have
bunch of
stood vacant,
aliens, but
though,
they have no
like
idea
Mobius
how
himself,
human
they are
society
rumored to
works
be
at
only a
all.
facade for a much larger,
I loved it, absolutely hilarious, and it's great because I'm watching Simon Templeman play this alien guy, and the entire time he's doing these absolutely hilarious things, and I'm just sitting there and I'm hearing Kain the entire way through. I'm just hearing Kain. It is brilliant.
Conscience? You dare to speak to me about conscience?
Oh, it's so good.
I've gotten to the point where I know like half the voice lines in this,
and you just start quoting them.
Mm-hmm.
This, I deduce,
And it really
must
upsets
be
me.
the man himself, the time streamer, Mobius.
Because I didn't think that would happen with
He
this
seemed
game.
not at all the impressive figure I had imagined from Kain's boasted exploits.
The end of this game is still a bit of a puzzle to me though for voice
Even
lines.
this
Then again, there's not
cold
really many
image
voice lines at the end
radiated
of this
certain
game.
No, there isn't.
Power.
I'm going to assume that's because they fucking ran out of memory and like, yeah, we just can't do it anymore.
Yeah, no, the game is technically unfinished because, well, the demands of what they were trying to do. I mean, if you start looking through the betas for all the stuff they were trying to do with this game, so things like three-dimensional block puzzles. So the block puzzles in the game are very much two-dimensional. Right? I realize it's a three-dimensional game, but everything works on one singular plane. They were actually trying to develop technology so you could move blocks like up and down ramps. It didn't work, What happened was once it reached the top of a ramp, it kept going up. But they did a lot of work on trying to develop stuff for this game. The boat in Rahab's area used to move. It used to go up and down the river.
Interesting. Also interesting that I still save time on this just by punching the levers for like 3 seconds.
You're still ahead. It might not be a massive ahead, but ahead is ahead.
True. Head is head.
Head is indeed head. And who doesn't like a good bit of head?
Let's see. Watch this guy ruin my day. He actually didn't send a fucking force projectile at me, and I'm kind of pissed that he didn't. I forgot I can move in this cutscene. Oh, that's too right. I moved too far. This is time loss, probably. Oh, no. I'm not even going to question this game anymore now.
I mean, you're only going to be, you know, losing out if apparently there's time saves that you don't know about. Oh, look, it's time saves that you didn't know about.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, I hate this game so much sometimes. Luckily, this isn't actually any time loss because I can still climb up like that. Actually, no, it is. Shit.
I'm confused by what you mean by you haven't seen Raziel in a hot minute.
I can't kill this guy now, actually. This is bad.
At the bottom, no.
Yeah.
The sensible thing to do would be to shoot it off, then immediately spectral.
Or
soon
I
as you
can
get
YOLO
down
it
to
and not
that.
be a bitch.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, this is a bad idea. I've just fucking thrown. Yeah, I threw. I wanted to try and do something. I forgot that he spawned right there, and I didn't realize these were here.
You have to kill him, which is why I said the best thing to do would have been spectral shift, get down the staircase, suck a soul, immediately shift back.
Yeah, it's fine. It's not fine after.
Oh, Raziel Warmonic.
Maybe still not thrown.
Yes, yes. I'm on a Discord. She's still around. She still does some work every now and again.
Still possible. Let's go. Imagine being an idiot and throwing like that. Oh, get off the wall, you fucking spark. Ooh. Jesus Christ, I'm an idiot. Right, you can fuck off. Okay, game. That annoyed me a little bit, won't lie.
Yeah, but as long as you can get into the corridor, you're okay. That's not good.
Yeah. Huh. Oh.
Interestingly, you only have to pull these levers to open up the door, not solve the actual puzzles.
Really?
So if you have double jump, you can actually just double jump up to them, pull the levers, and it'll open up the door.
Imagine still saving time on this part.
And not a little bit as well. I mean, I'm looking at all these time losses and time saves that you've had in here.
I'm telling you, sub 140 is possible.
You've got like a 30-second to a minute time save in the Kain 2 dungeon.
Basically.
You've got a lot of time save in here over your PB. Like, a lot.
Mm-hmm. And I still, I mean, not now, but... Oh, well, yeah, here now, actually, yeah.
No, so what you can do, Ocean, is you can jump through the wall at the top and then glide down to the other side of the door.
Imagine not being able to skip these.
Time stop at the top of the corridor and just run down.
Oh,
Skip
yeah,
all
sorry,
of
let me just do that real quick. Just keep the run valid for me, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, time stop's not a glitch. There's nothing glitchy about time stop. No,
Exactly,
not
it's
great.
just a game mechanic. It's the way the developers intended you to play.
Oh, 100%, yes.
Sometimes I wonder if people leave things in games that they know is there just to see if other people find them. Because, like, for some games, some of the glitches you see, I just... You know, I sometimes think to myself, did they leave this here on purpose?
I don't think that time stop was left in the game on
Okay, not
purpose.
time stop, per se. But I feel like the Sarafan tomb jump is just too natural. That they wouldn't have even...
I don't know about that one.
It just seems way too natural.
Yeah, but the quantity and the nature of the lore that it skips would say the other direction.
True, but I doubt anyone would find that on the first attempt, you know?
I don't believe it's intended.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's intended, but like, it just makes you wonder, you know,
Oh,
did they
no,
leave that in?
100%, yeah. I mean, so I have greater questions, which is the Rahab skip. Is that intended?
I don't know. I mean, they probably
Well,
haven't even tried it.
Here's the problem, right? So the jump from the abyss, right? That's very, very tricky, right? But here's the thing: if that part isn't intended, why have the lip that you could stand on to do the second part?
True.
They know how far you can jump. They know how high you can jump. All these things they coded as like static figures into the game. So they should know you can make that jump. If they know you can make that jump, they could have very easily simply made either removed the lip or made the jump a little bit bigger. And in either scenario, you would not be able to make it.
Very true.
This would not have been difficult, and therefore you kind of got to go, so it's intended?
Did it trouble you?
Did you do
Can't.
this
There's
purposely?
no way they intended for you to skip an entire brother.
No. I had faith.
To be honest, we probably just didn't test things back in the day.
In yourself.
I don't imagine there was much game testing going on. They kind of just made it, and then they went through it a couple times, and were like, no, yeah, this works, this is fine.
I'm not convinced there's much game testing going on these days, but ho-hum.
Yeah, true.
When I first
The best way to stop people using glitches for in games is to make everything trigger based, and you can't get to that trigger without doing something else.
the future, Raziel.
So get this right, and you've got a 13-second PB.
Don't say that.
As a man, I could never have
All you've got to
such
do
forbidden truth.
is hit Kain 3 times.
But each of us is so
I
much
did.
more than we once were.
All you've got to do
Gazing
Hit
out
Kain
the
3
fuck
times.
it up.
horizons of possibility.
I'm bouncing in my
Do you
chair
not
because I've
feel
got adrenaline
before
going.
your soul how we have become like gods.
Oh mate, I'm gonna fuck this up, man. I'm gonna fuck it
Are we
up.
not indivisible?
so
As
badly.
long as a single one of us stands, we are legion.
This is disgusting.
And that is why, when I must sacrifice my
All,
children,
all the stress that has accumulated in this run, which there was no stress by the way, is now here.
Very poetic, Kain. But in
Yep.
the end, you offer no
But I
more
can't
than
understand how I've managed to get 2
rationalization of
PBs in a row
crimes.
just by playing the game. Like, I'm not even playing it that much. Like,
these chambers offer insight for
I know I
those
have a ton of
patient
stupid
enough
time
to
save,
look.
but like,
In
damn.
your haste to find me, perhaps you have not gazed deeply enough. Our futures.
Funnily enough, the next time I play this game, I'm gonna be like -40 when I get to the bridge.
We each
Yep,
play out the
yep.
parts
fate has written for us. We are compelled ineluctably down.
Oh,
to
no.
Oh,
the
great. Sub 140 is definitely
free
doable.
will.
1.4 is definitely doable.
I
And I'm
have
glad
been
that
to
it
the
is.
tomb of Seraphan, Kain. Your dirty secret is exposed.
Because I don't know why, but I feel like that's a milestone.
Seraphan priest into a vampire.
How could I
You
not?
have to get sub
One
135.
must keep his friends.
I'd be curious to see what your summer best is. I wonder if sub 130 is doable with current
Grasp
stats.
the absurd beauty of the
I think my sum of best is a little clapped though, because I think my sum of best involves
Seraphan
my broken
and
splits.
vampire. With our holy wars, our obsession with
Because my last, because the reason I saved that PB, even though it might not have been valid, was because the previous splits prior for my old record, they were broken for my auto splitter. So when I was going into Melchiah's domain, I was minus 3 minutes when I was about minus 10.
My eyes are opened, Kain.
So
I
they
find
might be
no
the issue.
nobility in the unlife you rudely forced on my
But I can probably add
unborn
like an extra
You may
5
have
minutes to whatever
uncovered
time
your
is on there.
past,
So I
but
don't
you
know.
know nothing of it. You think the Seraphan were noble?
Why am I so nervous for this fight? It's an easy fight.
Don't be simple. Their agenda was.
I also
the
need a
same
piss,
as
which
ours.
might not be helping.
You are lost in a maze of moral relativism, Kain.
Sub 1 hour, when I can get into Dumas' place without having to do the cathedral.
Destiny is a game, is it not? And now, you await my latest move.
Yeah. Come on.
And straight over.
I'm going to take this slowly, but not too slow.
And then to right.
You're right. And hopefully I don't fucking land on the thing the wrong way and fuck it up. Oh fuck. Minus 39? What? 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 What?
Minus 39.
Raziel. But this isn't where or how it ends. Fate promises more.
What the fuck?
Before this drama
What the fuck?
unfolds completely.
Bro. I didn't realise I messed this up on my last run. I'm shaking.
Be warned, Raziel. Once you cross
Mate,
this
that's clapped.
threshold, you
I got
are
sub
beyond
42.
my influence.
I'm shaking like a shitting dog.
It was a good run. Still lots of room for improvement though, definitely.
Yeah.